Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Gheorghe Dobrea, Gheorghe Dobrea, în Românește, Romania. Okay, just a second to have some images. Well, I'm very proud to be here. Thank you very much for the invitation, for the kind invitation. Well, maybe some of you already know me as a trainer, as a training provider in Romania, because our company is one of the main training provider for IT technology, for project management as well. I'm happy to see here our partners in this room. But today I'm more focused to talk, to tell you something about an association just initiated in Romania. It's about International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners, Romanian chapter. We just created it. And, well, what about this association? We are talking today about the Business Process Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. Personally, I'm a fan of professional associations and business associations. Okay, thank you. No problem. Well, I'll start with some pictures. Well, oh, sorry, maybe it's my fault, yeah? The next image. Okay. So, I'm delivering, as a trainer, I'm delivering training around the world. I have the opportunity, a great opportunity, to interact with people belonging to different cultures, different companies, different religions. So it's so fun to know so many people and to interact with them, to learn from them, to learn how they could interact. If you could imagine that, to have people from 10 different countries in the same room learning them about Windows Server or Exchange Server or something like that. So there is something that can bind all those people, their interests, their professional interests, So there are a lot of common, those people, they do have a lot of common, even if they are different, they have so many things in common. Just, okay, we can go. Mulțumesc. Okay, pe săgeată. Exact, pe săgeată. So, I'm a trainer as well for ethical hacking. So those guys are ethical hackers from around the world. Yeah. Well, don't feel some fear because they are ethical hackers, not the black hackers. Well, there are people from many countries. They want to learn how to defend their networks. We do have another association, which is EMEA Living Learning Partners, one training provider from each country in EMEA. You know how interesting it is to have interaction when we meet each other from time to time and we exchange ideas. It's very important to exchange ideas between companies, between people that have something in common. Here, more close. It's about the International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners. So this is a meeting we had at European Union level. Actually, this meeting, it was in March. We had even last week a meeting in Brussels as well, meeting members of European Parliament, even Romania or from other countries, and talking about the future of IT. And future of business, of small and medium enterprise in European Union. You know, in European Union, maybe 90% of company, they are small company. It's very important how they feel, how will be the future of Union regarding cloud, looking data protection, looking at the concept of information with no borders, because you know we do have a lot of borders between countries in European Union. The main subject in discussion right now at the European Parliament level is that how to break those borders, to have a strategy, to have a common strategy between members of the European Union regarding data protection, regarding cybercrime, regarding IT services. So it's a very important talk that, well, there is a legislation as well, a package of regulations that the European Union has to adopt. This is very important for our future as a company, small companies and big companies as well. Coming back to Romania, you know how difficult it is to establish an association in Romania, an effective association in Romania? Well, it's unexpected hard. Why? Because people, I don't know why, they don't like to cooperate very easily between them. I remember when we tried to create, to start the activity of international association, of the chapter, local chapter of IAMCP. Well, I was a fan of this idea. However, people staying each other, representing IT companies, which are big players in our IT industry, they were saying, okay, but we cannot cooperate. I did propose them to make projects together to access European funds, but initially they said, we cannot cooperate with each other because we're competitors. This is a common approach, and during last week, I had a lot of discussion with my colleagues, president of chapters in different countries in Europe. They say, initially, we had the same issue. Of course, in some countries it's not the same. If you're looking at, I don't know, Nordic countries, Scandinavian countries, well, the approach is different maybe. But be sure in all countries in our area, the approach is the same. First of all, we're seeing each other as competitors. But after a while, we do realize that we can effectively cooperate with us. This is the idea. So I'm very happy to be here and to interact and to exchange opinions with you, which as a member of different associations, IT professional association, business associations. Just a few words about our association. Well, this is my last picture. This is my favorite picture. I took myself these pictures a few years ago in Tibet, of exactly 5,000 meters high. And look, those guys, they are kind of nomads or something like that, yeah, in Tibet. But they were playing pool as any professional in, I don't know, Las Vegas or other famous city in the world. Well, they were relying on the same rules, playing the same rules, playing pool using the same rule. So this is the main idea. Well, if you are some kind of association, some kind of something that could join us, our interests. Even our interests are basically different. We can find a lot of things we do have in common. And for example, business processes, which is the main subject of our summit today. It is very important to bind providers, to bind customers, to bind all businesses involved in the business processes. This is very important to keep in mind. A few words finally about the International Association. Please, if you could switch to the, I have a small PDF file, you know, which is, what about the International Association of Microsoft Channel Partners? So we are not basically, we're not basically Microsoft. We're small and medium companies in the European market. So around the world, Microsoft Channel Partners, member of this association, they do have a turnover about more than $10 billion US dollars. In Europe, there are 400 partners, member of IAMCP, and they are not doing only Microsoft business. They are integrators, they are players, they are integrating hardware in big projects. And I hope this association will make more interest in our local markets, dealing with local authorities, dealing with other businesses in our area, and I'm pretty sure that will be an important player in the future. We've just started. It will be an important player in this IT services market. Thank you again for being here. Thank you for the invitation, and see you today.